Okay, so we're back in Sonic Mania. Now, one thing I need to bring up is there was a comment on the previous Sonic Mania video saying I sounded off, and I mentioned in the video, but I might as well bring it up again, is that I was just speaking like a normal person. I'm not trying to be as all like happy, jolly, having such a good time, and all that stuff just to gain views. I'm just playing the game as I normally do, just speaking like this, and that's how these videos will be, so deal with it. We have now entered Studiopoils, the most hyped up original stage in the whole entire game of Sonic Mania. Like, this was the game. Wait, not this wasn't the game. This was the stage that most people were wanting to play, especially me. I mean, I did have a chance, but I basically blew it by not playing it. Like, I went to a convention called Summer Sonic, and they had a demo to play the game, and the two stages they had was Green Hill and Studiopoils, and I was having a hard time because, like, I was thinking Green Hill so then I could see like the newer areas, but then I was also thinking Studiopoils because it was a brand new original stage, and I did like an eeny meeny miny mo type of thing, and I went with Green Hill. So yeah, I mean, I kind of regret playing Green Hill again. I should have just gone with Studiopoils. I bet some comments will probably be saying that too, but then again, I don't really know, seeing as I don't get that many comments. Oh well. But yeah, I think if I could have like the chance to go back in time and change some of that, I probably would have played Studiopoils instead of Green Hill for the 1000th time. I don't know how many times Green Hill has been in a Sonic game. Now, for some reason, the volume of the game is quite quiet for some reason. I don't know why. It's like this with my other games, like Forces, and pretty much every game I own for some reason is really quiet now. I don't know why. Oops. Oh, Tails broke a window. You know, Tails, you gotta pay for that, you know? Alright, let me just... There we go. Okay. Now, Studiopoils. This is an amazing stage. Like, it's so original. It's got so many alternate pathways and all that stuff. It's just so good. Especially, like, playing the official version this time, and instead of like a fan game that has been like made like, I'm guessing 100 times by fans. I mean, it was not saying that fans can't make their own versions of the stage, just that it wasn't really the original, the full version that's in the actual Sonic Mania game. But it was nice enough of them to create Studiopoils again, so I could play it, just to get me staying hyped for Sonic Mania. Like, I wish they actually put out like a public demo of Sonic Mania when the game was coming out. But hearing stories of what happened with previous demos of Sonic games, where they leaked every stage or some of the files that were in the game, I think I now see why demos are best to be put out after the game is released, so it'll give people time to think of if it's a good idea to get the game or not. Alright, now we're into the final special stage, and I know what I'm doing here, seeing as I've actually never failed this special stage. That's actually quite surprising, seeing as I've never failed this special stage. Again, the special stage that I think was the 5th special stage in this game, I think that should have been the last, seeing as that one was actually the most difficult special stage I played when I first played Sonic Mania. So, yeah. And then, I think I actually watched one of my friends play the game, and they showed me what I was supposed to do in order to successfully get the Chaos Emerald in that one, so yeah, that was kind of him. Alright, so now we have all the Chaos Emeralds, and now that means, hold on, come on, we can turn into Super Sonic. And the best part about playing a Super Sonic in this game, or even any of the other super forms you can get with like Knuckles and Tails, oddly enough, is that you don't have to pay for it. I mean, look, I'll show you right now. Fuck! See the joke I just did there? Of course, the Mania team wouldn't make you wait till it comes out as DLC, despite Sonic Team doing that for some reason when it was all pretty much already on the disc to Sonic Forces. Sonic Forces was just a big disappointment. I bet some of you are probably thinking, will I do a playthrough of Forces? Maybe. I mean, I wouldn't really do it with my Xbox version because I have like pretty much 100%ed that version, and I want to keep it that way because I don't want to really. If I was to do it on the PC, I would probably wait till like the low-end PC mod is finished, then I could do it on PC or something. But I do also plan on getting a Nintendo Switch, and the Forces is on that too, so I guess once I get a Switch and figure out how people have been recording gameplay on that, I can probably do Forces then, but no guarantees. I think I just gained 2 extra lives just then. That was cool. Act 2. The one thing that not many people realize is that we actually saw Act 2 of Studiopoils in the first trailer for Sonic Mania. Although for some reason I can't find the particular spots that was actually in the trailer. Then again, it probably was just like in like a scrapped area or something. I mean, there are some. I've actually looked at like the behind the scenes stuff, like all the sprites, and I've even looked at all all the stuff that we seen from when the game was still in development, like some changes that were made. So like if you had the flame shield and you went across the spiky bridge in Green Hill, you would have seen like a different fire effect when you played in the final game than it was when the Act 2 was actually revealed. So yeah, now I know I have Super Sonic and oh damn it, I was trying to get the electric shield. Anyways, I know I said when I know I have Super Sonic, but I'm not going to try and use it as much, seeing as I want to like use like just normal Sonic. I mean, some areas I will use Sonic as his super form, but not always. As a matter of fact, I've actually never seen this part of the stage. I've never actually seen that. So that was pretty cool. I told you the game has like lots of different alternate pathways. And this game doesn't make you hold right to win. The one thing that's a problem with Sonic games. Like, in terms of what people like in Sonic games. Like, some people consider some Sonic games like Sonic 2 or Sonic Advance 2 or what other Sonic game am I thinking of? I don't know. But yeah, they really love those games, and that's where the whole thing with Sonic started, where it would be called whole right to win. It's the one thing I extremely hate when people bring up how 2D should be done with Sonic. Just hold right to win. No, that's not how it should be done. Sonic is fast and all, but he's also a platformer, and platformers can't always go to the right. It's common sense for a platformer. Oh wow, I just look at the rings. We got like 360 rings. It'd be funny if it was actually like a reference to like the Xbox 360, but it's clearly not. He's so high up. I can actually get him when he's actually a bit lower. If my audio was a bit louder, you would probably hear the sound effect that this TV was making, which is actually the audio bug that was from the 25th anniversary party. I didn't realize it when I first played the game, but when I watched videos that mentioned like Easter eggs and such, it blew my mind. It even has like a little date on the screen. It shows like a bunch of numbers, and that's actually the date of the anniversary party. So that was cool. And now we are in Flying Battery. It's actually one of the stages I requested for Sonic Mania. It's really, I'm really proud that they actually put this in. I mean, only like 2 stages I requested for Sonic Mania actually got into the game. This and a later stage in the game. Now, seeing as it's like been a while since Mania's been out, I guess it's okay to say spoilers. Like, okay, so the other stage was Metallic Madness from Sonic CD. I requested that, and yeah, I was satisfied. Yeah, other stages I wanted in Sonic Mania fortunately didn't get in, like Starlight Zone or what other stage? Oh yeah, Mystic Cave from Sonic 2. I mean, Sonic 2 is a strange game to me, but at the same time, it's also got some really enjoyable moments. Like Mystic Cave, for example. That was a really good. That was like a really good stage. It shows the proper needs of a platformer, being stuff like exploration, and in Sonic's case, also having some speed, and of course alternate pathways. I mean, Sonic 2 did have the alternate pathways, but it wasn't as, like, say, Sonic 3 or Sonic CD, for that matter. I don't know. I mean, the one thing I always say about Mania is, like, it's definitely not my favorite Sonic game of all time. Especially seeing as I actually, I plan on doing a little series, like a little mini-series, of what is actually the best Sonic game. And, there's a YouTuber who did a, like a Spider-Man retrospective on, like, what was the best Spider-Man game. And that's what the little mini-series is gonna be like. So if you know what I'm talking about, then good, then you'll know what I'm talking about with this upcoming thing. Alright, so we're in Act 2. I'm gonna take the bottom path. I always like taking the bottom path more than the top path for some reason. I don't know why, I just do. Ah, nice. This music is so amazing. I love T-Lopes' work. Like he's a really good musician. Like he's made really good tracks. Like the remixes of Sonic 2 stages for the Sonic 2 HD fan game, which has actually continued again. Although unfortunately T-Lopes isn't doing the music for that anymore. Although his tracks are still in the game, unless someone actually remixes tracks. If so, I have no clue. Oh, okay, he fell. Okay, I've already got an electric shield, so there's no point in me getting it, but I thought, why not? I think it gives me extra points, doesn't it? I just can't stop, like, humming or singing the tunes that we get in this game. Again, Sonic Mania's music is so good. I know I keep talking about it, but it's just that good. And just like the actual game itself, it's not like the soundtrack isn't my favorite soundtrack of all time for Sonic. And just like Unleashed has my favorite soundtrack. It has Unleashed pretty much has my favorite of everything apart from acting. Like in terms of like acting for me, I still prefer like Ryan Drummond, Scott Dreyer, David Humphrey, and Dean Bristow. So yeah. I mean, it's a shame they had to leave. I wish they stayed. I wish Sega didn't like make 4 kids do Sonic X, and they should have just given like Sonic X to Funimation, who is most likely probably would have just used the game actors instead of casting other people who have not even voiced the character or even had like experience with the character until after they played the character for the first time. That pretty much sums up both 4 kids and the current cast of like Sonic characters. I mean, there is room for improvement, obviously, but at the same time, okay, Tails. But yeah, at the same time, it would be nice to see the originals return. As a matter of fact, like Ryan Drummond nearly returned as Sonic. I mean, I wish he still played the character. Like he just did it, but I'm glad he didn't do it just without getting paid at all, seeing as that's what was probably going to happen if he was gonna continue again, because for some reason Sega are a load of cheapskates, despite them making a Sonic game that was actually worth people's attention. I'm actually gonna have to be one of those people that think maybe Sonic Team should like take a break from making Sonic games and do other Sonic games. No, like do other games. Something like another Nights into Dreams, or have Sonic Team work on games that haven't had games for years. Something like Jet Set Radio or Golden Axe or something. I don't know. Let's do Press Garden just for this video, and then I'll call it off and all that stuff. So yeah. So after this, I'll just finish the video. Okay, so there's like a little message on there. I can't really tell what the message says, seeing as it's going too fast and I think it's quite blurry or such. But I bet, like, someone has figured out what it is. Because I know there's still plenty of Easter eggs in Sonic Mania that have not been discovered. Especially, like, there's one Easter egg that hasn't been, like, found since like forever. Like nobody has found it. But I hope it does get found someday. I don't know when, but I want it to be found, which is what was it? Oh yeah, it was at the 25th anniversary party, just before they revealed Sonic Forces as Project Sonic 2017. Azuka mentioned that people who were at the anniversary party and shouted Sega, they would get a little Easter egg or appearance in Sonic Mania somehow. And as I'm recording this video, nobody has found that Easter egg. Or did the developers even program it into the game? That's another thing. I actually have no clue. It's either nobody has checked every single area in the entire game, or people have, or maybe just the Mania devs have not discovered. No. Or maybe just the Mania dev team haven't like imported it into the game. I say those are the two likely options, but you never know. I mean, if I was there, I'd probably be asking about that, but I have no clue. It's really just unknown what happened to it. And actually, me talking about this, like, this could lead to like an interesting video topic. I'm surprised no one has made a video topic about this. Ooh, looks like I have a future video idea. I better do some research before I do anything else. Yeah, I'll have to wait and see for what will potentially be an unknown topic. Heck, I might even try and ask the Mania devs, see if they know anything. I'm gonna go Super Sonic for this, because it makes this boss fight so much easier. But I mean, that's kind of the problem about Super Sonic, like he makes everything easier and all of that stuff, but I mean that's what makes him special. Alright, so we're in Act 2 of Press Garden, and look at this place. It's a snowy area. It's so amazing looking. Like, it's got like so amazing looking backgrounds. Then again, every background in Mania is beautiful to look at, because so much detail was put into them. That's what makes it special, like in the way of its 16-bit look. As a matter of fact, I mean, even though it kind of seems like a sketchy idea to do, I want to see like 3D versions of these backgrounds. Oh, I love this. Oh god, I think I'm stuck until I do this. Alright, let's just oh, okay. Can I just... There we go. Thank you, Tails. Oh, okay, here we go. Alright, this should do it. Apparently some people thought that was like game breaking, that they didn't have a little section just for you to get out. When I first played the stage, I actually knew already just to mash the jump button just to break out the ice. It's funny how not many people knew that. It's even funnier seeing this, but with like the normal Super Sonic, because I think I've never. Oh, wait, maybe I have and I just forgot. Oh well, doesn't matter. Okay, so let's just make it to the top. Oh god. Ah, man, Hey man, I know how to beat this boss. It's so simple. Oh god, it's the Asterons from Sonic 2 and Sonic 4. And he's down. Alright, so we're finished with Press Garden, so we're gonna be moving on to Stardust Speedway from Sonic CD. So let's just watch the cutscene. I love the 16-bit cutscenes. They're really cool. I mean, I've already brought them up before, but still, they're just so good. And here we are, Press Garden Zone. No, not Press Garden. No, not Press Garden Zone. We were just there. Stardust Speedway. But not till next time.